Yo everyone, welcome back. I wanted to get back from the last video. I think I had mentioned, I'm pretty sure of it, I had to watch it again, but I had mentioned that I was going to work on that K24 that's been sitting at Scott's house for the longest. So I actually pulled it out and started tearing it apart. So that's all the parts right there, the transmission and some of the stuff that was lingering on the engine, like the alternator, water pump, and all that good stuff. So I got the engine apart and it is ready to be rebuilt. And this is it here. I have, let me see if I can get you over there, sorry. I have all the pistons ready to go, the block ready to go. I did go ahead and put the main bearings in, and also the piston rings. I put all that in already, and just basically ready to go to put it back together. And over here is the cylinder head, but I'm not going to put that on today yet because it still needs to be reconditioned. So like the valve seals, the valve seals need to be replaced and clean the valves because it's pretty disgusting. So I haven't worked on that yet. So I'll probably work on that once I get back up to Scott's house and see if he can help me with that. I do have the lower cradle here. That's all a bunch of trash, and the crank, and that's pretty much it. But I'm not even sure yet what I'm gonna do with it. It's hot. I'm sorry y'all, I'm sweating. It's hot. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, sell it, get rid of it, save it. I don't know, because I have the other one there too. I kind of want to keep this one and sell that one, maybe. I don't know, but let's get this one together real quick and keep it going. All right, so I'm ready to go. This is not a how-to video whatsoever because I'm still learning myself. But we're gonna use some Permatex Ultra Slick. I'm gonna slick up the bearings here. This stuff is real slippery. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, and then we're just gonna smear it all over. Like so. Alrighty, grab the crank. Alright, so I got the lower cradle on, but I didn't bring a torque wrench. So I'm not going to turn the crank because you can actually damage the rod bearings if you try to turn it and it's not securely tightened down like factory specs, because right now the bearings are like an oval shape, and once you torque it down it starts getting wide, or like a circle. Round like a circle. So once that happens, then I will mark each main bolt, actually mark it saying that I torqued it, and put the oil pump on, and then the oil pan. So I'm not even sure if I want to try to put the rods in, because if I put the rods in, I have to turn the crank. What I can do is loosen it all up, because I was going to loosen it again anyway to do the final torque specs on it. I just wanted to get it down so the Honda Bond will secure the lower cradle. I think it'll be okay to loosen it up and turn the crank and put the pistons on, the rods, and go ahead and tighten it back down. So I'll be right back. So I should technically only have to turn the crank twice. The crank twice. So right now it sits where I can put in piston 1 and piston 4, and then turn the crank once, and then I should be able to put in 2 and 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and get you guys set up. Also, I never use one of these. This thing. We always use the clamp, the like pliers type of spring compressor, and I never use one of these. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I may try it. If it doesn't work, then I'll have to take the old good buddy Scott and say, hey, let's put these pistons in. So we'll give it a shot and see. But the first thing I got to do is put the main not the main bearings. It's hot. I'm tired. We need to put the rod bearings in. So I'm using King bearings. I'm using King bearings. But I'm using King bearings for the mains and rods. So we're gonna go ahead and slap these jokers in real quick. Let's see, get you set up. All right. So you open these jokers up. In the pail, take a cap off here. And let me get a paper towel. Okay. You gotta make sure all the surfaces are super clean. All right, I didn't show you guys these. So this is the OEM piston, and I put a high temp coating from Cerakote. I think it's V11 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, I can't remember. And also I put the micro lube from Cerakote, and I think that one is V109. So these are both high temp. This is very, very smooth and slick, and this will protect the piston ring, I mean not the rings, but the pins from getting super hot from the combustion. And this is number 4, and it's got an arrow right here to point. It's got an arrow right here to point towards the front of the engine. This is the front right here. So let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's see how this joker works here. Huh, it worked pretty good. Ready, grab a cap here. Alrighty, that is it. I am burning up. It's like 100 something degrees in here. It's hot. It's hot. I had enough. I just want to do a little bit something and get you guys caught up to date of what's going on with rebuilds, birch rebuilds. And yes, I am rebuilding the engine, and I love to do that. So that will be it for today. Update on the Cadillac. I did get some parts in. I got a water pump in and a starter. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm still debating on what I'm gonna do about the turbo setup. I might get to the point of just removing the hood and have them ring free. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know yet. I kind of wish I would have got a little bit smaller. Then I could have stick them a little bit tighter space, but the 76s, they will fit if you eliminate some stuff. They're definitely a fit. But I don't know. I don't know yet. Still thinking about how I'm gonna do that. And the reason being, I'm still waiting because I need to figure out how much space I'm gonna have. That's why I want the alternator, the power steering pump. Get all that on there, the water pump, and then I can see how much space I have. Because I may end up running a smaller but thicker radiator. I talked about that in the past. And that's it. So I will come back to that. We will come back to that once I get the remember to bring the torque wrench. And I totally forgot about it. Didn't even cross my mind until I was putting those bolts in, and that was way past it then. And guys, let me know what you want me to do with the engine. If I should just go ahead and throw it in something else. I almost thought about putting it in my Civic until I figured out, well, since I watched a few videos on how much it costs and the things you need. Just the motor mounts alone is about $600, and then you have to change the cross member and something with the wire harness, and you need a CRV front bracket that goes on the front of the engine, because the elements and all that stuff won't fit. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. So I'm looking for a EG hatch or something, old Honda. So because the swap kits for those are a lot less, because that's what more people use. So I might end up doing that. I don't know. I mean, I would love to have a Civic all motor bill and put on there, and yeah, I would love that. But I need to get this joker done, and my other car, my Roadrunner, I need to get it done. But doing this by myself, I got a lot of little things. The big things it'll go by fast. It's all these little bitty things that takes the longest. I mean, nitpick every little detail that you have to put into building these projects, and it takes a lot of time. And I'm not nowhere near a full YouTuber or anything like that. I have a job, and after I get off work, I go to the gym sometimes, and after that, then I have to come here and work a few hours and go do something else. So it's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. All the time I want to throw in a towel. But then I get something like parts in, and I'm like, oh, let me show everybody, let's go. So that keeps me going, and plus some of my subscribers keep me going. So that's a big plus. That's a huge plus for me. Even if I have one subscriber say, hey man, keep it going. I love what you're doing. I want to keep watching. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep going. It's a lot of times, even some of these big YouTubers, they get burnt out, they get tired, and a lot of them probably don't say it, and I see why, especially ones that's doing this every day and putting out 3 to 5 videos a week. It's hard. It's a lot of work, and I don't know. Sometimes, like I said, I want to throw in a towel, but I kind of want to keep it going too, because I love sharing what I'm doing, and plus you guys are the only people I really talk to. We're here and working out here and stuff like that. So I'm gonna wrap it up from there, and let me know down in the comments what you want to see. I will put links to the Cerakote for the micro lube for the sides, and also the top piston coating. If you guys want to try it at home, that's what I do. I do it at home, and I do it for a lot of people, and it's been proven. I know it'll handle over 1,000 horsepower. It's not gonna flake off or anything, and it keeps the pistons cool. So yeah, I will put the links down below, and if you guys want to check it out, go ahead. And I think I mentioned before that I Cerakote guns as well. So that's where I started from, doing that. And then once I started going through the Cerakote stuff, I noticed that they had presented piston coating. So I started doing that. The first one, I was like, oh, it worked out great. And all the cars that I have built and sold since the I don't know if you guys remember that gray Jeep Cherokee I had. That was the first engine that I did the piston coatings on. And ever since then, every engine that I built, even for Scott, some of the engines he's building for customers, they don't want to buy new pistons, but if it's any way they could, you know, get these pistons reconditioned. And so that's what I've been doing. So that's pretty awesome. I like helping them out with that. And if you guys have any other questions, please leave me a comment, a thumbs up, thumbs down, and thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you. And until then, I'll see you guys later.